motion in one dimension. The numericals which we are going to do now, they are all based upon the displacement time graph and the velocity time graph. So in order to do these numericals, you must have complete knowledge about the displacement time graph and the velocity time graph. डिस्प्लेसमेंट टाइम ग्राफ की स्लोप से हमें वेलोसिटी पता लगती है और वेलोसिटी टाइम ग्राफ की स्लोप से हमें एक्सेलरेशन और रिटार्डेशन पता लगता है. So if you have all the knowledge about displacement time graph and velocity time graph, we can do the questions, the numericals based on this. Here students, come to the first numerical. In this numerical it is given, we are given the displacement time graph. You can see here, that is the displacement time graph is there, the displacement and time. We have to use this graph to calculate the velocity of the body at time is equal to 1 second, 2 seconds and 3 seconds. And then we have to draw the velocity time graph of it. First, an important thing that in physics you don't have to draw any graph on the graph paper. We will be just drawing the sketch of any graph. If any question comes that you have to draw the graph, you just have to draw the sketch of it on your answer sheet. You don't have to use any graph paper. We know that displacement time graph, how do we find the velocity? From the displacement time graph, velocity is always given by the slope of displacement time graph. Velocity is always given by the, this is the displacement time graph. This is the how we find the velocity. Now first of all, we have to find the velocity when time is equal to 1 second. What is the velocity? Now you see here, from 0, this is 0 and this is 1 second. तो इस टाइम में उसकी क्या वेलोसिटी थी? So we will find out the slope of this triangle. Now what is the slope of this triangle? Slope will be given by, slope is always given by perpendicular height over the horizontal height. So velocity is actually the slope in this time. 0 से 1 तक जो slope है ग्राफ का, that is the velocity. What is the velocity? Perpendicular height. Perpendicular height क्या है? यहाँ पर है 0 and here it is 2. तो perpendicular height कितनी हुई? 2 minus 0, or you can write directly 2 also. And what is the horizontal distance? That is equal to 1 minus 0. That is equal to 2 meter per second. So this is the velocity. Whatever is the slope of the displacement time graph, that is the velocity. So ये displacement time graph का use है कि हमें उसके slope से velocity पता लग जाती है. So this was the velocity at time is equal to 1 second. Now we will find the velocity at time is equal to 2 seconds. यहाँ पर भी velocity कैसे आएगी? By finding the slope. So 1 से लेके 2 तक जो slope है that will give us the velocity here. तो हम इस triangle का that is slope find out करेंगे. So what is the slope? Slope will be given by this perpendicular height divided by the horizontal height. What is this perpendicular height? Perpendicular height is 4 minus 2. ये है 4 and this is 2. So perpendicular height will be 4 minus 2, and what is this? This is 2, this is 1. So it will be 2 minus 1, which is 2 over 1, that is 2 meter per second. उसके बाद आता है that is when time is equal to 3 seconds. Now we have to find out for time is equal to, that is 3 seconds. So whatever is the slope, that is the velocity. This is the velocity. Now what is the slope here? Slope will be equal to, we will find the slope for this triangle, isn't it? For 3 seconds. So what will be the slope? Perpendicular height divided by horizontal height. Now what is this perpendicular height? It is from 6 to 4. That is 6 minus 4. And what about the horizontal height? It is this. That is from 3 to 2. 3 minus 2. So it is 2 by 1 and the answer is 2 meter per second. That is the velocity. So we are getting that तीनों टाइम पे वेलोसिटी क्या है 2 मीटर पर सेकेंड. टाइम इंक्रीज हो रहा है लेकिन जो वेलोसिटी है वो एक ही है. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज के फॉर डिफरेंट टाइम्स वी हैव गॉट द वेलोसिटी. नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज दैट यू हैव टू ड्रॉ द वेलोसिटी टाइम ग्राफ. सो एग्ज़ाम में ये रफ स्केच दिया हो सकता है, नहीं भी दिया हो सकता है. So generally this type of sketch will not be given in the exam and you will have to draw the velocity time graph yourself. So how will you draw it? You can draw it like this, rough in your, that is this type of sketch in your answer sheet. Velocity is on y-axis and time is on x-axis. Time पे on x-axis तो हमने time कैसे लिया है 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds. And what about velocity 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now हर एक टाइम पे जो velocity है वो same है, isn't it? That is here it is 1. So what type of graph will be there? Graph will be like this. That is at v is equal to 2. That is this will be the graph. So I'm making it with red line. This is the graph. So in general the graph is like this. This is the time and this is the velocity. यहाँ पर टाइम है, वेलोसिटी है 2 मीटर पर सेकेंड. ये हमने एक स्ट्रेट लाइन बनाई है. दिस इज़ फॉर t इज़ इक्वल टू 3, t इज़ इक्वल टू 2, t इज़ इक्वल टू 1, 0. सो ये जो स्ट्रेट लाइन बनी है दैट इज़ द ग्राफ when time is increasing but the velocity is same for all the times and that is known as uniform velocity. So this graph we have to do. And what is important here, how do we find velocity from displacement time graph? It is always the slope of displacement time graph. The first part of the question is we have to draw the displacement time sketch. Now how do we make the displacement that is time sketch? Displacement time sketch, we have to take that is the displacement on x-axis and we have to take displacement on y-axis and time on x-axis. We don't have to take any graph paper for this. We have to draw the sketch only on the answer sheet. Remember, no graph sheet will be given in the physics paper. So we have been given displacement till 20. Let us take some more values. If I take 25, this is 20, this is 15, 10, 5 and this is 0. And here I take the time 1, 2, 3, 4, let us take one more and 6. Now we have to plot. For 1 it is 5, for 2 it is 10, for 3 it is 15, for 4 it is 20 and for 4 it is 20. Now we have to join them. We have to join them with the straight, that is scale. We have to join them with scale and we got this type of straight line. And if we extend with the scale it will be like this. So this type of graph will be getting where we have taken the time in seconds on x-axis and we have taken the displacement. We have taken the displacement in meter on y-axis. This whole thing has to be drawn in the answer sheet when displacement time sketch will be asked. Next is they are asking us to find out the average velocity. What is average velocity? It is total distance traveled over total time taken. अब ये जो हमें डाटा दिया है उसमें उसने टोटल डिस्प्लेसमेंट कितनी हुई है 20 मीटर और टोटल टाइम इसको हमने ऐड नहीं करना है. टाइम पूरा कितना लगा है, यू डोंट हैव टू ऐड 0 + 1 + 2 + 3 + 4. नो, टाइम कितना लगा है, उसको टाइम लगा है 4 सेकेंड्स और उसने डिस्टेंस कितना ट्रैवल किया है 20 मीटर, which means that the average velocity is 5 meter per second. So this is the A part. Now the second part of the question is we have to find out what is the displacement when time is 2.5. This we have to find from the graph. तो ग्राफ में 2.5 seconds यहाँ पर है midway between 2 and 3. From here I will make a straight line on the graph, vertical line. then I will make a straight horizontal line on the y-axis. अगर अब ये यूनिफॉर्म है, अगर ये मिड पॉइंट है बिटवीन 2 and 3, तो ये भी मिड पॉइंट है बिटवीन 10 and 15. So what is midway between 10 and 15? That is 12.5 meter. Directly you will simply write the answer. Next part is when time is 4.5 seconds. 4.5 seconds यहाँ पर है. I will make a straight line. Then I will vertical line. जहाँ पर उसने ग्राफ को टच किया वहाँ से हम बनाएंगे straight horizontal line. It will be like this. Now अगर ये mid point है, then this is also the midpoint between 20 and 25. What is midpoint between 20 and 25? That is 22.5 meter. So from the displacement sketch we have got the times, from the graph we have to obtain. This much we have to write. Yes students, here we are given a body is moving in a straight line. Its displacement at various instants of time is given, and we have to plot a displacement time graph. Now we already know how do we plot a displacement time graph. We have to take the displacement on y-axis, and we have to take the time on x-axis. The maximum value here is given as 24. Let us try to plot it. 20, 10, this is 16 and 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, then 2, and this is 0. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds. So time we have taken on x-axis, displacement here. Let us plot the points. When time is 0, it is 2. When time is 1, it is 6. When time is 2, it is 12. For 3, again it is 12. For 4, again it is 12. For 5, it is 18. For 6, it is 22. And for 7, it is 24. So now we will just join them with a scale. We will join all the points with a scale, and this is the displacement time graph that we have got. Now the first part of the question is we have to find out what is the distance travelled from 1 second to 5 seconds. What is the total distance that is travelled? Now time 1 second पे कितना distance था? 6 meter. 1 second पे कितना है? 6 minutes. Now 1 second is here 6 meter, and what about 5 seconds? 5 seconds पे है 18 meter. So that means from 1 to 5 seconds how much distance has been travelled? From 1 to 5 seconds. 1 second पे 6 meter, 5 seconds पे है 18 meter. That means 18 meter minus 6 meter is 12 meter. This is the distance that has been travelled. What is average velocity? Average velocity is the total distance travelled over total time taken. हमने फाइंड आउट करना है कि 1 सेकेंड से लेके 5 सेकेंड तक क्या एवरेज वेलोसिटी है. 1 सेकेंड से लेके 5 सेकेंड तक कितना डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल हुआ है. जस्ट नाउ वी हैव सीन डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल्ड इज 12 मीटर. एंड व्हाट इज़ द टाइम टेकन फ्रॉम 1 सेकेंड टू 5 सेकेंड? इट इज़ 5 minus 1, that is 12 by 4, and which is equal to 3 meter per second. So we have drawn the graph, and how we have calculated distance. 1 second पे कितना distance है? That is 6 meter. 5 seconds पे कितना distance travelled है? 18 meter. You find the difference, you get the distance travelled from 1 second to 5 second. And average velocity is total distance travelled over total time taken. Okay, come to the next question. We have been given the displacement of body at different times. You have to calculate the velocity of the body as it moves from different time intervals. Now the first part of the question is हमें displacement time graph given है. We have to find the velocity. We know that from displacement time graph, how do we find velocity? Velocity is always given by the slope of displacement time graph. Now from 0 to 5 seconds, 0 to 5 seconds ये वाला portion है, that is from 0 to 5 seconds we have to find the slope of this. So velocity from 0 seconds to 5 seconds is equal to the slope of this line. The slope of this line. Now what is the slope? Perpendicular distance over horizontal distance. What is this perpendicular distance? Perpendicular distance is 3 minus 0. And what is the horizontal distance? Horizontal distance क्या है? 5 minus 0. So this is 3 by 5, which is equal to 0.6 meter per second. Second comes, what is the velocity from 5 seconds to 7 seconds? 5 seconds to 7 seconds is this. अब ये जो जब भी हमारे पास स्ट्रेट लाइन होती है, that means the line is not making any angle with the x-axis. That means there is no perpendicular height. उस केस में the slope is always equal to 0. So if slope is equal to 0, that means the velocity from 5 to seconds to 7 seconds is actually 0 meter per second. So whenever the line is parallel to x-axis, then the slope of that line is always 0. Okay, now come the next part from 7 to 9 seconds. 7 to 9 seconds is this portion. So what will be the slope? So we are finding from, that is 7 seconds to 9 seconds, which is this portion. What is the slope? Slope is perpendicular height over the horizontal height. अब ये perpendicular height क्या है? That is 7 minus 3. This point is 7, this point is 3. So 7 minus 3. What about the horizontal? This is 9, this is 7. Horizontal में this point is 9, this point is 7. So 9 minus 7. So it is coming out to be 4 by 2, which is equal to 2 meter per second. Hence we are getting the velocities for different time intervals. Next part is you have to calculate the average velocity. So we are asked this question many a times. Now we know the formula. Average velocity is the total distance traveled over total time taken. 5 सेकेंड से लेके 9 सेकेंड तक कितना डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल हुआ है? 5 सेकेंड्स पे कितना डिस्टेंस है? 3 मीटर. 5 सेकेंड्स पे कितना डिस्टेंस है? 3 मीटर. और 9 सेकेंड्स पे कितना डिस्टेंस है? 7 मीटर. सो 5 सेकेंड से लेके 9 सेकेंड्स तक हाउ मच डिस्टेंस हैज़ बीन ट्रेवल्ड? 7 minus 3, that is 4. 4 मीटर डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल हुआ है. What is the time taken? 5 seconds to 9 seconds. How much time is taken? 4 meter by 4 seconds, that is equal to 1 meter per second. Average velocity is always the total distance traveled over total time taken. So 5 seconds से लेके 9 seconds तक कितना distance travel हुआ? 3 meter to 7 meter, which means 4 meter. And how much time has been taken? 5 seconds to 9 seconds, that means time taken is 4 seconds, and hence we get the average velocity. Okay, come to the next question. From the displacement time graph of a cyclist given below, displacement and time graph. The first part of the question is we have to find the average velocity in the first 4 seconds. What is the average velocity? Now, what is average velocity? Average velocity is always the total distance traveled over total time taken. Now, we have to find the average velocity only for 4 seconds. 4 seconds में कितना distance travel हुआ है divided by कितना time लगा है. How much distance has been traveled? Now, from first 4 seconds पहले 0 distance था, उसके बाद distance हो गया 10. 4 seconds पे distance कितना है? 10, और 0 पे कितना है? 0. So that means total distance traveled is 10 meter. And how much time has been taken from 0 to 4 seconds? 0 से लेके 4 तक कितना time हुआ? 4 minus 0, that is 4 seconds. And hence the total average velocity, that is 2.5 meter per second. So this is the first part. Next, you have to find out the displacement from the initial position at the end of 10 seconds. What is the displacement at the end of there is 10 seconds. Now, पहले you can see the body moves from A to B, then move from B to C, C to D, D to E, F, then G, ये है 10 seconds, isn't it? And then it comes to H. So we have to find out what is the displacement from the initial position. Displacement from the initial position at the end of 10 seconds. At the end of 10 seconds मतलब इस टाइम में कितनी displacement है. Now if you see here, ये initial position है, this is the initial position, and what is the displacement here? It is minus 10 meter. So what is the displacement here? It is minus 10 meter. From the graph we can check. 10 seconds के बाद ये 0 मीटर है, ये minus 10 मीटर है. So what is the displacement from the initial position? The displacement is minus 10 meter. Then comes what is the time after which he reaches the starting point. Like 0 is the starting point. उसके बाद it goes maximum 10 meter distance travel किया, then it is stationary. उसके बाद 7 seconds पे it is again at its initial position. So at 7 seconds it is at initial position. Then again after 13 seconds also it is again at the initial position. अब ये कैसे है? Now see here, this is the position A. यहाँ से हमने एक बॉल फेंकी, isn't it? पहले उसने ट्रैवल किया till B. Till B यानी कि that is in 1 second it has covered 5 meter. Then it moved to the position C. That is that is how many seconds? In 2 seconds it has reached the position C. After position C it is stationary. यहाँ पर it remains stationary for about 2 seconds. For about 2 seconds it remains stationary, it is not moving. After that it start moving back. अब यहाँ पर हम suppose करते हैं कि अगर यहाँ पर दीवार है, हमने एक बॉल को फेंका यहाँ से, पहले उसने डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल किया AB, उसके बाद ट्रैवल किया CD. This was 5 meter distance. This was also 5 meter distance. यहाँ पर it remains stationary for how much time? ये डिस्टेंस स्टेशनरी है, दैट इज़ 2 seconds के लिए it remains stationary, and then it started moving back. It started moving back. तो ये जो moving back वाला है D to E, ये जो part है that has been represented by this graph. That is represented by this graph. This part is representing when the ball is moving away from the initial position. From A to B, 5 meter in 1 second. Then it covered B to C, that is 5 meter in 2 seconds. Then it remained stationary for 2 seconds. It didn't move. And then it started moving back towards the initial position. So at 7 seconds, after 7 seconds at position E, it is again at the initial position. Now what does this graph represent? ये represent करता है कि अब ball इस initial position से भी आगे चली गई है. And it has reached the position F, it has covered a distance of 10 meter. And then it remains stationary. FG represents that it remains stationary for some time. It remains stationary for some time, and then it again start moving towards the initial position. So ये जो GH है, it is representing that the ball is again moving back towards its initial position. Now again ये दोबारा से initial position पे कब आई है? After 13 seconds. So these are the two times. The ball started from A, then to B, then to C, then it remained stationary, then it remained stationary, and then it started moving back from D to E, and it reached this, that is after 7 seconds. Then it again started moving further away from initial position. From E to F, it remained stationary for some point, and then it again started coming back. It again came back at initial position after 13 seconds. So hence this is the answer. Come to the next question. In this figure, it represents a displacement time sketch of motion of two cars A and B. You have to find the distance by which the car B was initially ahead of car A. So here we are given, now this is the slope, this is the graph for the car A, and from 40 is the graph for the car B. So we can see here the car has started from 0 position and the car B has started from 40 meter. तो पहले ही कार A और B में एक डिस्टेंस है और वो डिस्टेंस क्या है 40 मीटर. This distance, this is the distance which is already present between A and B. A started from here and B started from here, and what is the distance between them? 40 meter. Then comes what is the velocity of car A and B. जब भी हमारे पास displacement time graph है, the slope of the graph gives us the velocity. We can find the slope from any 2 points on the graph. Now let us take the graph for A. Let us take the graph for A. Take this point. So let us find the slope that is for the graph of car A. Slope is given by perpendicular height over the horizontal height. अब ये perpendicular height है. Perpendicular height means this point is 80 meter minus this point is 0 meter. What is the horizontal height? This is the horizontal height, which is 2 minus 0. So it comes out to be that is 40 meter per second. जो इसका slope है वही इसकी velocity है. Then comes what is the slope for the graph of car B. Now for the car B, we will take this part, this much. We will take this much part, isn't it? Now this point is 80 meter and this point is 40 meter. ये वाले part से हम that is the slope find out कर रहे हैं in this red triangle. So take this height, that is 80 meter minus 40 meter. What about their horizontal height? It is 2 minus 0. यहाँ पर 2 है, ये 0 है. 2 minus 0, so 40 by 2, that comes out to be 20 meter per second. So what do we conclude? We are getting this is the velocity of the car A and this is the velocity of the car B. Next part, we have to find out what is the time in which the car catches the car A catches the car B. Now see here, you can see when time is 2 seconds, then car A and car B, both of them meet each other. जब time 2 seconds है, वहाँ पर car A और car B, they meet each other. So the time in which the car A catches car B, that time is 2 seconds. Now comes the next part. What is the distance from start when the car A will catch the car B? Now starting point ये है. Now we have to find when a body is at rest and it is made to fall from the top of the tower. You can find here that for different times different displacement is there. We have to draw the displacement time graph for this, and we have to tell whether the motion is uniform or it is non-uniform. यूनिफॉर्म मोशन कैसा होगा अगर ऐसे है, और नॉन यूनिफॉर्म कैसे होगा if it is coming out to be like this, that means it is non-uniform motion and we have to check what type of motion is it. Now the values are that is quite that is apart quite big, like the last value is 0.80, so we can see what value we can take. 1.70, 6050, so we have to check 40. It is our choice, whichever value we want to take, that is 0.95. so this is the way we have to take, and here we are having the time as 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5 and 0.6. we have taken the time on x-axis, we have taken the displacement on the y-axis. Now let us plot it. Suppose this point is 0. That is this will be 0.10. So 0.20, 30, 40, 50, 70. This is 90, and let us take somewhere here 0. So my figure is not up to the scale, but you can make it. For 0.1 it is 0.5. So somewhere between 0 and 0.1 we have 0.05. For 0.2 the displacement is 0.20, that is here. For 0.3 it is 0.45. 0.45 is in between, that is here 0.50, 0.40. For 0.4 we have 0.80. So 0.80 is somewhat here. For 0.5 it is 1.25. 1.25 is here. For 0.6 it is 1.80, like here. So when you join these points, you will observe a curve. You will not obtain a straight line like this. You will be obtaining a curve like this. So if you are obtaining a curve like this, what does that mean? It means that the motion is non-uniform. And if in the displacement time graph we get a curve like this, that means it is the uniform motion. Come to the 8th question. This figure shows the velocity time graph. You have to use it to find the displacement for different times and then draw the displacement time graph for it. We know that in velocity time graph, how do we find the displacement from velocity time graph? It is always the area that is enclosed under the velocity time graph. Area under the velocity time graph is always the displacement. पहला आता है when time is equal to 1, then what is the displacement? For when time is 1, then this much area is covered under the velocity time graph, and it is a kind of right angle triangle. So area will be half into base into height. The base is 1 and height is 1. So it is 1 by 2, and that is equal to 0.5 meters. When time is equal to 2 seconds, then what is the distance? 2 seconds के लिए now we have this much, the complete triangle. अब हमारे पास ये पूरा का पूरा complete triangle है, the whole red triangle, the shaded. So it is also right angle triangle. Area will be half into base. Base is 2 meter. Height is also 2 meter. Height is also 2 meter, and it comes out to be 2 meter. When time is equal to 3 seconds, then what is the displacement? So 3 seconds में ये भी आ जाएगा बीच में. So this complete shaded portion. Then it is also right angle triangle. The base is 3 and the height is also 3. So it is comes out to be 4.5 meter. When time is equal to 4 seconds, then this part will also be included, will also be shaded. Then it will be the base is 4 and the height is 4. Base is 4, height is 4, and it comes out to be 8 meter. Now the question is, after finding this, we have to make a displacement time graph. So they have made a rough figure in exam. This type of figure may not be there, and you have to draw the graph yourself, and it will be done on the answer sheet. When time is 1, then displacement is 0.5. तो यहाँ पर हम एक ले लेते हैं, that is 0.5. This is 0.5. When time is 2, displacement is 2 meter. It is this part. When time is 3, displacement is 4.5. We can take somewhat here 4.5. So this is our 4.5. When time is 4, displacement is 8 meter. 8 meter is this. So when you join it, it comes out to be like this. It comes out to be, this is the displacement time graph for the different displacements. Come to the next question, the 9th question. Here we are given a velocity time graph for a car which is starting from rest. The car is starting from rest, velocity 0. The graph has 3 parts, that is AB, BC and CD. The first part of the question is, state how is the distance travelled in any part is determined from this graph. Now what type of graph it is? It is velocity time graph. Velocity time graph से हम displacement कैसे find out करते हैं? Distance or distance from the velocity time graph is always calculated by finding the area under the graph. जितना भी एरिया है उस ग्राफ के अंडर, दैट गिव्स अस द डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल्ड वेलोसिटी टाइम ग्राफ में. वेलोसिटी टाइम ग्राफ में स्लोप से हमें पता लगता है एक्सेलरेशन और एरिया से पता लगता है डिस्टेंस ट्रैवर्ड. नेक्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चन इज कंपेयर द डिस्टेंस ट्रैवर्ड इन द पार्ट BC विद द डिस्टेंस ट्रैवर्ड इन द पार्ट AB. कंपेयर करने का मतलब है वी हैव टू फाइंड द रेशो. So whenever the word compare is written, that means you have to find the ratio. What is the distance traveled in the part BC? BC is this part, isn't it? BC is this part. We have to find the area that is covered. What is the distance traveled? इस पोर्शन में ये ग्राफ है हमारे पास, यहाँ पर हमने फाइंड आउट करना है कि BC में डिस्टेंस कितना ट्रैवल हुआ. वेलोसिटी टाइम ग्राफ में हाउ डू वी फाइंड द that is distance? It is the area under the 2 points. अब BC के अंडर ये area आ रहा है, so this is the distance traveled. Now what type of figure it is? It is a type of rectangle, so its area will be length into breadth. अब इसकी length क्या है? This is 2 into t minus t, so length is 2 into t minus t. And what is the breadth? This is the breadth. Breadth is V naught minus 0. V naught minus 0, so it comes out to be V naught into t. Next we find out what is the distance traveled. What is the distance traveled in the part AB? Distance traveled in the part AB. AB ये part है. Now we have to find out what is the distance traveled. Distance कैसे पता लगेगा? By finding the area under this. So these vertical lines is the total area under this graph. AB के अंडर जो जितना भी एरिया है that is the area distance traveled in this part. Now this is a type of right angle triangle. So what is its area? Area will be half into base into height. अब base ये है. What is the length of this base from 0 to t? The length is t. And what is the height? Height is, so height is V naught, that is minus 0. It comes out to be 1 by 2 V naught into t. So when you compare the distance traveled BC by the distance traveled in this, it is V naught into t, 1 by 2 V naught into t, and the ratio comes out to be 2:1. So this is the answer comes out to be. Okay, come to the next part. We have to find out which part of the graph shows motion with uniform velocity. जब भी हमारे टाइम ग्राफ में uniform velocity is always given like this. If this is velocity and this is time, this part represents velocity, uniform velocity. If the graph is like this, that means it is acceleration. And if the graph is like this, that means it is the retardation. So uniform velocity, which part is representing uniform velocity? It is the part BC. It is the part BC which is representing the uniform velocity. Which part is representing acceleration? This part AB. This part AB is representing the acceleration. Which part is representing the retardation? This part CD. So for these questions, the knowledge of the velocity time graph and displacement time graph is very important. So velocity time graph में अगर हमारे पास straight line है तो वो uniform velocity है, अगर ऐसे increasing line है वो acceleration है, अगर इस तरह से decreasing line है that is retardation. Next comes, is the magnitude of acceleration higher or lower than that of retardation? वेलोसिटी टाइम ग्राफ से एक्सेलरेशन कैसे पता लगता है? बाय द स्लोप. सो हाउ कैन वी फाइंड एक्सेलरेशन? एक्सेलरेशन आएगा, इट विल बी ऑब्टेन्ड बाय फाइंडिंग द स्लोप ऑफ AB. नाउ व्हाट इज द स्लोप ऑफ AB? It is perpendicular distance over horizontal distance. What is this perpendicular distance? This is 0, this is V naught. So it is V naught minus 0. Horizontal distance क्या है? T minus 0. T minus 0. So it is V naught upon T. Then comes, what is the retardation here? Retardation is the slope of the line CD. जब भी हमारे पास इस तरह से line है, when the body is moving towards this side, it is retardation. So retardation कैसे आएगी? it will be ये final position है. Retardation, that is, if we are writing acceleration, retardation is negative of acceleration. So here slope से हमें acceleration पता लगती है. So we are putting the negative sign here. So I have written the word retardation here. Via retardation will be obtained by the slope of CD. Slope of CD से हमारे पास negative value आएगी. वो negative acceleration है. Negative of acceleration is actually the retardation. So how it is the perpendicular distance over the horizontal. Now perpendicular कैसे है? The body is moving from C to D. So final position is 0 and initial position is V0. And here the final part is 2.5 t and initial position is 2 into t, and it comes out to be, that is V0 by 0.5, that is by t, this much. Now from here we can find out which is greater, and if we want to solve it further, it will come out to be, that is 2V0 by t. So we find here that acceleration is lower than retardation. Acceleration is less than retardation. So we can compare it from here. तो हमने retardation कैसे find out की? ये actually acceleration है. We always take the slope from initial to final position. Final position is this, initial position is this. So 0 minus V0 over 2.5 t minus 2 into t. Next part it is written, you have to compare. You have to compare. So how we can compare? Acceleration over retardation. This is V0 by t. This is 2 into V0 by t. So answer comes out to be 1:2. So this is how we have compared. In this question we are given the velocity time graph of a moving body and we have to find the acceleration in different parts. Now acceleration is always given by the, it is always given by the slope of the velocity time graph. Now what is the acceleration? Acceleration in the part AB, that will be obtained by the slope of AB. Slope of AB, isn't it? Slope कैसे आएगा? Horizontal. What is this horizontal height? It is from 0 to 30. So 0 to 30, and what is the this is vertical height, 0 to 30, and horizontal height is 4 minus 0. 30 by, that is 4. Is it clear? Next comes that is so it will be equal to 7.5. Next comes what is the acceleration? We have to write the unit also, meter per second square. What is the acceleration in BC? Acceleration in BC is the slope of BC. We know that whenever a line is parallel to x-axis, its slope is 0. If its slope is 0, that means acceleration will also be 0. Velocity time graph में अगर slope 0 है, that means acceleration is 0. Then comes for CD. What is the acceleration in CD? CD में the body is moving from C to D, isn't it? So slope will be, what is the perpendicular distance? 0 to 30. 0 to 30. And what is the time taken? This is the time in which the body has moved from C to D, that is 10 minus 8, that is equal to minus 15 meter per second square. That is the acceleration. Next we have to find out what is the displacement. Displacement in velocity time graph is given by the area under the graph. So hence what is the displacement in the part AB? Displacement will be the area under the graph AB. So what is, this is a kind of right angle triangle. So displacement will be half into base into height. What is this total length? It is 4. And what is the height? It is 30. So it comes out to be 60 meter. Similarly, what is the displacement in BC? Now in BC, the area, this area under BC will give us the displacement. So it is a kind of rectangle. The total area under BC, it is a kind of rectangle. So its length is from 4 to 8. Length is 8 minus 4. And what is its breadth? from 0 to 30. So it is 120 meter. Then comes what is the displacement in CD. Displacement, it is this is the displacement, the total area under the graph CD. So it is a kind of right angle triangle, so it is half into base. What is the base here? From 8 to 10, that is 10 minus 8, that is 10 minus, that is 8, and what is the height here? Height here is 30, so it comes out to be 30 meter. Now comes what is the total displacement? Total displacement will be obtained by adding 60 meter plus 120 meter and plus 30 meter, which is equal to, that is 210 meter. So it will be equal to 210 meter. So we have got the total displacement is this. Now you must be wondering that all these displacements are positive. Yes, whenever we have velocity time graph, all the distances which we measure above time axis, those displacements will be positive. Those displacements will be positive. But if there is a graph below x-axis, then for that the displacement will be negative. So if there is any velocity time graph below x-axis, for that displacement is negative. Displacement is positive if the velocity time graph is above the x-axis. So here all the displacements are positive, and this is the total displacement. Come to 11th question. A ball is there which moves on a smooth floor in straight line with uniform velocity for 6 seconds. So what is given here? A ball is there, it is moving uniformly. With what velocity? 10 meter per second. And it is moving with this velocity only, neither the velocity is increasing nor the velocity is decreasing, and the floor is smooth. After t seconds, 6 seconds, after 6 seconds, this ball, it hits the wall. It hits the wall, and then first of all it was moving in this direction. After hitting, it rebounces back and it start moving back to the starting point. Now also its velocity is 10 meter per second, neither increasing and nor decreasing. Now we have to draw the velocity time graph for this. How we will be drawing the velocity time graph for this? Now we know that in velocity time graph, whenever the body start moving towards the initial position, then its velocity becomes negative. Suppose this is velocity. Velocity time graph में velocity is represented along x-axis and time is represented along x-axis, velocity is represented along y-axis. Now what is the maximum velocity? The body was moving with one velocity only, and that is 10. Let us take this as 6 seconds. And let us take this as 12 seconds. Now what is given here? जब बॉडी एक ही वेलोसिटी पे मूव कर रही है तो उसका वेलोसिटी टाइम ग्राफ कैसे आता है? It is like this. It is moving with only one velocity. Its graph will be like this. जब टाइम t is equal to 6 seconds हुआ, then what happened? It rebounces back. उसकी वेलोसिटी ज़ीरो नहीं हुई है, उसकी वेलोसिटी that is decrease नहीं हो रही है. It rebounces back and it is moving back towards the initial position. Time आगे को ही जाएगा. Time never moves back and time never stops. Time will keep on moving forward, but its direction has changed. If its direction has changed, and now its velocity is how much? Minus 10 meter per second. So how we will make the graph? It will be like this. It will be like this. ये क्या शो कर रहा है कि द बॉडी, उसकी वेलोसिटी -10 है. -10 का मतलब है दैट द बॉडी इज मूविंग इन द रिवर्स डायरेक्शन. time is increasing. After same, that is 6 seconds, it has reached its initial position, but that is its velocity is negative. Negative simply indicates that direction is in the opposite direction, reverse. It does not, negative does not means that velocity has decreased. So this type of graph will have from 10, and here we will make a line here, then it rebounces back, its velocity becomes minus 10, and till 12 seconds it is minus 10 only, means it reached its initial position. Next, it is given, you have to draw the velocity time graph, you have to find the total distance traveled. Now how do we find the distance? Distance traveled is always given by the total area under the velocity time graph. एक हमारे पास ये area है under the graph, and the other is this area under the graph. Now this is a sort of rectangle. What is its area? Its area is length into breadth. ये कितना है? From t is equal to 0 to t is equal to 6. That means t is equal to 6. That means this length is 6. And what is its breadth? From 0 to 10, 6 into 10. And what about this? We are talking about distance, not displacement. Distance is always positive, displacement पे sign लगेगा. Now similarly, this is also a rectangle. It's, what is its length? It is from that is t is equal to 6 to t is equal to 12, that is 6. And what about this? This is 0 to 10. ये कितना है distance? 10. So hence it comes out to be 120 meter. Why we have not written negative 10 here? Because we are finding distance, and distance may we only take the units and not the signs. And then we have to find out its total displacement. Now what is the displacement? ये displacement जो above x axis है वो है positive, जो डिस्प्लेसमेंट बिलो एक्स एक्सिस है वो है नेगेटिव. वेलोसिटी टाइम ग्राफ में द एरिया, द डिस्प्लेसमेंट बिलो एक्स एक्सिस इज नेगेटिव, सो टोटल डिस्प्लेसमेंट इज हाउ मच? 0 मीटर. Okay students, come to the next question. Here we have a velocity time graph of a particle moving in a straight line. So this is the velocity time graph. You have to state the nature of motion. As I've told you earlier, in a velocity time graph, when the graph is like this, it is accelerated motion, and when the graph is like this, it is the retarded motion, and uniformly means at the same rate. So how we will write? We will write this way, that what we come to know from this graph about the motion of the particle, nature of motion. It is uniformly accelerated motion. The motion is uniformly accelerated from t is equal to 0 seconds to time is equal to 4 seconds. इतने टाइम के लिए मोशन क्या है? यूनिफॉर्मली एक्सलरेटेड, एंड इट इज़ यूनिफॉर्मली रिटार्डेड मोशन फ्रॉम टाइम 4 seconds to टाइम 6 seconds. यहाँ से यहाँ तक क्या है? रिटार्डेशन. इट इज़ यूनिफॉर्मली रिटार्डेड मोशन है. दिस इज़ यूनिफॉर्मली एक्सलरेटेड मोशन. नेक्स्ट इट इज़ रिटन, फाइंड द डिस्प्लेसमेंट ऑफ द पार्टिकल एट t इज इक्वल टू 6. मीन्स 0 से लेके 6 तक टोटल डिस्प्लेसमेंट कितनी है? नाउ वी नो दैट टोटल डिस्प्लेसमेंट, द होल ग्राफ इज अबव एक्स एक्सिस, सो टोटल डिस्प्लेसमेंट पॉजिटिव होगी. इट इज़ द टोटल एरिया अंडर द ग्राफ. That is the total area under the graph. ये एक ट्राइंगल है जिसका बेस भी पता है, हाइट भी पता है. सो टोटल एरिया विल बी हाफ इंटू बेस. वॉट इज़ बेस? दैट इज़ 6. एंड वॉट इज़ हाइट? हाइट इज़ 2. सो टोटल डिस्प्लेसमेंट इज 6 मीटर. नेक्स्ट इट इज़ रिटन, डज द पार्टिकल चेंज इट्स डायरेक्शन ऑफ मोशन? नो. नाउ सी हियर, ये जो पार्ट है इट रिप्रेजेंट, सपोज ये एक बॉल है जो हमने, वी हैव थ्रोन इट टुवर्ड्स अ वॉल, इजंट इट? नाउ व्हाट डज दिस पोर्शन रिप्रेजेंट? इट रिप्रेजेंट्स द बॉडी इज मूविंग विद एक्सलरेशन फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल. उसके बाद ये जो पोर्शन है डज नॉट रिप्रेजेंट दैट द बॉडी हैज़ बाउंस्ड बैक. इट रिप्रेजेंट्स नाउ इट्स वेलोसिटी इज डिक्रीजिंग and the body is retarding. So the body changes the motion, changes its direction. How do we come to know from the graph? If the graph is below x-axis, then we'll conclude that the particle has changed its direction. So this part only represents that velocity is decreasing, its direction has not changed, it is moving in the same direction only, but velocity has decreased. So third part is no, the particle has not changed its direction. Compare the distance travelled by the particle from 0 to 4 and 4 to 6 seconds. So how much distance has been travelled from 0 to 4 seconds? So distance is given by the area under the graph. ये है 0 to 4. It is a right angle triangle. Distance will be half into base into height. Base क्या है 4 seconds और height क्या है this, that is 2. So it comes out to be 4 meter. And what is the distance travelled from 4 to 6 seconds? 4 to 6 seconds है ये triangle. Yes students, we have to find the distance from 4 to 6 seconds. So 4 to 6 seconds is this triangle, and we have to find the area under this triangle. It is also a right angle triangle. So what will be its area? Half into base. अब ये base क्या है? 4 to 6, that means 2. And what is this height? That is also 2, which comes out to be 2 meter. This is the distance. When you have to compare, so when we compare, what is the ratio of these two distances? 4 is to 2, that is 2 is to 1. Next part, it is written you have to find the acceleration from 0 to 4. What is the acceleration from 0 to 4 seconds? Velocity time graph में acceleration होता है slope. तो इसकी slope क्या है? Perpendicular distance over horizontal distance. Perpendicular distance है 2. And horizontal distance is this, which is 1 by 2, 0.5. Then comes what is the acceleration from 4 to 6 seconds. So it is moving from here to here. So what is the perpendicular distance? It is 0 minus 2. And what is the horizontal distance? 6 minus 4, which is equal to minus 1. That means अगर acceleration minus 1 है, then retardation is 1 meter per second square. So you have to write the units here. I have not written. The units are 0.5 meter per second square.